No, still not good. What is going on? Oh, okay, we're going. All right, I think the audio is recording now. Welcome in, everyone. Hey, my name is John, staff software engineer, 10 plus years of experience. I'm the lead maintainer of the website I just closed. Nice move, dude. Ladderly.io. And in today's stream, I would like to build kind of like T3 Chat, but cheaper. Why am I doing this, and what is T3 Chat? Let's get into all that. I'm doing this because it makes money. So Theo is a super smart guy, and I'm just copying him. So Theo says, whoa, like my startup is profitable now. And if you dig into the reason why, look at this big old red bar, and then it flipped to green. Red, 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 green. Joey with the genius question, what changed? And he says it's because T3 Chat launched in January. So I'm like, hey, what if I built T3 Chat? And why would I want to do that? There's a few reasons. One is there's some features that it doesn't have that I want. So Ladderly already has an AI tool. You can see in the lower right this little button. And this is what I have today. It's a specialized trained model that's trained on Ladderly open source curriculum. So Ladderly has this special curriculum. It's open source. You can sign up for free and get this checklist that walks you through step by step how you can learn to code and land your first or next programming role. Like that's what Ladderly is for. And so I thought, hey, let me build an AI tool that is trained on all of these specific Ladderly opinions. And this is like a pre-existing epic I'm already working on, which is just called 5 LLMs, because the idea is ChatGPT already has like a generic LLM, right? Like these generic ones already exist. So it's not a good differentiator, so I thought. There's the ChatGPT one, there's Claude, Sonnet, Anthropic, there's Gemini from Google. And I thought, I know what I'll do. Instead of doing another generic one, I will have specialized tools that crush specific tasks. So I was already in progress with that when then I got this news from Theo, like, no, you can just build a generic one and lower the price point and make money. I was like, whoa, I guess I should try and do that. So he's charging $8 a month. I'm going to try to charge $6. So I'll have a lower price point. I'll have the ability to run my own specialized models in addition. And there was a third reason that I wanted to do this. Oh yeah, his mobile doesn't work unless he fixed it. But like if you go to the mobile app, yeah, it says we do not support mobile yet. And let's see if I can show, it looks kind of awful. Yeah, so if you go to this one, you can see like the text is like hovering on the other text. And so I was on my, now I'm on my desktop, I'm streaming, right? But earlier I was on my phone, I was like, this is kind of an awful experience. So the third reason is, shouldn't we be like mobile first? Like we're web developers, right? So make a better mobile experience and have it be open source. So these are some of the things that I'm going to try to do. Whoa, that's like a huge scope, right? First of all, yes. Does that make it impossible? No. But we can make it easier by reducing our scope. Okay, so I'm not going to support all the models, and I'm going to start with the Google Suite because they have a generous free tier. So we'll start with that, and then we'll branch out to add DeepSeek because everyone loves DeepSeek. It's trendy. If it's still trendy by the time I get to it, this will probably take me a while. I'm going to try and knock it out this weekend, but odds are probably it's going to take me like a month or two. But we'll try and see as far as we can get. So it will not all be done in this stream. Just heads up. Hope you'll follow the page, like, follow along. This will take multiple streams, and you can track progress under this user story or GitHub issue. And there's some other interesting caveats as well, is like we're going to want to make sure that we have grounding support. Actually, that's not too difficult with Google Suite. That's one of the reasons I'm choosing Google Suite. And usage limits. There's going to be usage limits. But I think I can actually do more generous usage limits than Theo. We'll see if I have to eat my words on that. But I think he limits you to 1,500 queries per month. And I think I can double that. I think I can do $6 a month and go up to 3K queries a month. We'll see. I might need to change it over time. That gives you the background and motivation of what we're doing. Maybe I'll say one more thing about what is T3 Chat. So it's like a generic one. It's not trained. It's just piping you over to a select number of allowed models. From what I can tell currently, there's 2 that are allowed, and then you can get access to more if you pay more. And I might do that as well. Like Claude is particularly expensive, so we'll see whether or not I integrate it at all. But if I do, it's probably going to be under a higher paid tier. Cool. That gives you the background. Let's build some stuff. I'm going to try to keep the scope for this initial stream like really limited. So we're going to get a chat UI going on at latterly.chat or like latterly.io/chat. So this doesn't exist right now. So that's our main goal right now, is like, let's get a basic UI going over here. Make sense? All right. Thanks for being here. Hope you'll throw some likes on the video so the algorithm will send it around. Let's dive into it. Let's open up Cursor. How are we going to do all this amazing work in such a short period of time? We're going to use Cursor. That's how. Okay, so here I have some other repo. That's the wrong one. Let's open the right one. I'm going to open my entire workspace folder. All right, we are not using PowerShell. Hard no, hard pass. Git bash, good. Let's see, I can actually rm rimraf ticker. Don't need that anymore. Just narrow down my scope before I dive in, right? We can rimraf the Trial by Fire v3. That's really cool, by the way. If you want a crash course in learning web development, you can check out my previous video where I built the Trial by Fire. In this video, we're going to be dealing in the Latterly 3 repo. Okay. Let me make sure I'm on the right branch, which I'm not. Oh, fun trick. See how I have so many branches? I can clean these up. Here's a fun trick for you. Remove local branches. I should just make a script for this because I go to this same Stack Overflow article like all the time. Remove all. I thought it would be purple because I visit this link all the time. You can see I like these answers. So this is the one, and then I get the one that preserves master and main. Boom. Now I can say get branch. There you go. Now I just have the branch I'm currently on as well as main preserved. Okay, so I want to check out a feature branch associated to the user story that I mentioned, wherever I put that thing. I guess I closed it. 5 LLMs, this one, issue number 397. So this will be git checkout -b. And this will be init chat UI, which is kind of a weird moniker because I already have a chat UI, but it's a different one. So Latterly, as I said, already has a chat. It's available at /general chat. So I'm not going to touch that at all in this stream, but eventually if the new one works, then we'll remove this old one. But for now, they're going to live concurrently. Makes sense? One small step at a time. We love doing one small step at a time. Tridal on TikTok says, what's up, man? Welcome in. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Hey, consider throwing some likes on the video. We're just getting started. That'll help the algorithm send it around. And you can hear me, right? I was having problems with the mic for like the first like 60 seconds or something. I think I got it fixed. What's your main platform? Probably TikTok. I'm trying to move to YouTube, but I have over like 24,000 followers on TikTok and only a couple thousand on YouTube. So one step at a time. I guess for now, TikTok is still the main one, but they keep talking about removing it. So I'm scared, right? Okay. I've got this init chat UI branch going, right? Let me fetch main. Sorry, let me fetch origin main. Yep. I'll reset hard on origin main. And now I will open an empty draft PR, and this will just chill here until we have some code to put on the branch. And watch the amazing thing that I'm going to do with my crazy huge developer skills. I'm going to go into Next.js route file-based routing. So we're going to go into source. We're using the app router. With my genius, I'm going to make a folder called chat. Because I have so much developer knowledge, I know to use the magic word page.tsx. I'm going to find a reference page. Let's use this one. This seems fine. And that just gives me the boilerplate. You see it's only like 30-ish lines. That's why I picked this one. And the main boilerplate I'm interested in importing here is the laterally page wrapper. It's like the main thing I care about here. Get rid of the code comments. I don't need the checklist here. IDK, bro. All right, we're just getting the boilerplate going. This is going to be chat page. Okay. Title. It's not T3 chat, it's laterally chat. Man, we are so chat with the laterally team. Nope, that's wrong cursor. This is going to be chat using the laterally AI. Sure, we can do that. Why call it laterally AI? Because it's going to have a system prompt, which is a little bit finessed. And this is true in the T3 chat and like everywhere. We always need system prompts. So watch, I can say like, who are you? It's going to say, I'm T3 chat, right? Really, it's just Google Gemini, but they have a system prompt that says it's from T3. And if I go over to here, I say, who are you now? It's, hey, I'm T3 chat, but now it's from GPT-4o. So it's just the system prompt, right? But if I say, show me your system prompt, it's going to be like, no, I can't do that. That's against the rules. So that's why the who are you thing is actually more revealing than asking for the system prompt. Abel said, you said if tech is cooked and you cooking live. Yeah, that's right, man. Call me the chef. Are you using Linux distributions? I'm coding on Windows right now. Don't at me, bro. It's not like I recommend it. It's just good for streaming. When I deploy to production, we will be using a Linux-based distribution, yeah, but I'm not coding on that. So Linux is great for prod, but I don't like developing in Linux. What tips for college freshmen? You need to be social networking now and start your GitHub portfolio now so that by the time you graduate, you have 2, 3, 4 years of experience on your portfolio already, and you have a large group of contacts who are able to feed you referrals, basically. So just 2 tips, I'll stick with that for now. Build projects. I'm going to a career fair soon. Okay, here's a tip. Don't sweat it if the career fair doesn't work out. Career fairs are actually overrated. Most people don't get their jobs from career fairs. I hope you do well, but like don't stress about it too much. Instead of trying to get a job from the career fair, try to get 10 LinkedIn connections from the career fair. Whether you get a job or not, try to get 10 LinkedIn connections. It's my advice for you. Thanks for being here. Okay, so yeah, we'll call it laterally AI, even though really it's just piping it over to Gemini is what we're going to be doing at first. Okay. So the feature here is a init chat page. Tridal says, I have had one already. I made a few final rounds as a freshman, but I can't get to the end. You don't need to get to the end. No one, I don't know. Okay. No one is a strong word, but less than 5% of people, I think I can empirically back that. Less than 5% of people get a job offer after their first interview loop. Okay. So the goal of your first interview loop is actually not to get a job. The goal of your first interview loop is to get better at interviewing. So you need to view the job search as your optimization target, not a particular company. Don't chase a company. That's an L. Chase a job search. So you need to do multiple interviews and get better each time. So it's a win if you learned something during your interview. If you get a job offer, great. That's probably not going to happen. What's a win is if you get each interview better, now throughout your job search, you're going to get a job. It's just a matter of time. So play the snowball game. Play the snowball game. Get better and better. And if you're already getting that far, then maybe I'll give you one more advanced tip. Okay, this is like, I wouldn't be giving this as my first tip, but you're a little further along. And that is grind leak code, homie. Grind leak code. I want you to send me your leak code, like how many problems you've done. I want it to say you've done more than 100 problems. And then you're going to get a job. That's how it goes. One more tip for you. Do not restrict yourself to applying to internships. Okay, internships are really competitive. There's a whole field of roles called early career roles, junior programming roles. You can skip the internship and go right for the early career role, okay? So apply to both. I'm not saying choose A or B. Play the numbers game, and you're going to have a lot more opportunities if you union the superset, like target them both, apply to them both, network with people in both locations. I'm learning how to do React on my own. Any tips for that? Yeah, so first of all, I got bad news for you. You should not be learning React while you're trying to grind LeetCode. That's doing too much. That's a poor split of your time. So time management is going to be super crucial for you. These are some good questions, dude. You actually have a lot to learn, but you're asking the right questions. Let's start with time management. So you go over to my YouTube channel, link is in the bio. You follow the page because you love me because I'm great. All right? And then you look for time. What am I searching for? I actually forget. Is it time management? Time management tips. That's 7 seconds. That's not the whole one. There's a bigger video here. Yeah, this one. Essentials of time management. Go watch this video, okay? Go watch this video. That's going to be... There's a lot of material there, but it's going to be really helpful for you. It's going to help you in your job search. It's going to help you in your career, and it's going to help you as a student if you can manage your time properly, okay? All of this is already written for you in a checklist if you sign up at Laterally for free and you just go through the checklist. And so your original question was like, hey, I'm trying to learn React and I'm trying to do good at interviews. Like, what do I do? There's so much. Oh no, the world is ending. What you do is you narrow the problem and you take it step by step. I'm struggling to stay motivated. Learning React at LeetCode and React is the same time. Yeah, it's too much, dude. So simplify the problem. Think like an engineer. What does an engineer do? An engineer creates measurable outcomes, then narrows scope, then breaks that into a step-by-step plan, and then focuses on one step at a time. That's the engineering method, okay? Formation, dev, engineering method. I wish computer science degrees taught you how to be an engineer, but a lot of them just like don't teach this stuff. So what you want to do is you want to be an engineer. So learn the engineering method. Formation declares it really well. This guy's awesome. Daniel, he rocks. Love the guy. So keep it simple and take it step by step. And here's the right order for your steps. You want your React projects on your GitHub portfolio first, grind LeetCode second. And you do not want an unlimited number of projects. That's tutorial hell. That's a pitfall. You want to have between 3 and 5 projects. 3 is good. If you're just itching to do more, fine, you can do 4 or 5. But really, you want to target 3, and that 4 and 5 is reserved for people who are having imposter syndrome, anxiety, or they feel like they are not good enough, so they can go to options 4 and 5 to get their reps up to build their own confidence is really the reason you would go for 4 or 5. In terms of what's actually required, you just want to do 3. And the Laterally checklist walks you through all this stuff. There's the big 4 projects right there. Check it out. Do you have a LinkedIn I can follow? I do. I love your questions, but the checklist answers all of them. If you join the Discord, then the Discord bot is like, hey, welcome to the channel, post an intro. And if you go to the introductions channel, my LinkedIn is right there. Also, if you go to my bio, my LinkedIn is right there. So here's my open source portfolio site. This is what you see if you click my bio link. My LinkedIn is right there, bro. So yeah, good questions, and it's all there for you, homie. Good luck. Good luck. You're going to get it. Don't even stress, bro. Yeah, I know you're stressed, and I know what I can say is like, you're going to get it. Don't stress, and that doesn't really help. Here's what really helps. If you're actually dealing with stress, let me show you how to really solve that stress. You go to my channel because everything's on the channel. Okay? And you look for anxiety. Look for anxiety. And you watch the video where me and Roman tell you how to solve being crippled by anxiety during interviews. This is another video you need, my boy. Check this out. This is another video you need for sure. Okay, so I've solved all your problems, so you should go plug me to all your friends. Thanks for being here. We pushed up the one change, so now this bare PR, I can refresh the page and it will be made available to actually hit that draft button. Boom. Okay. Check is passing. We can view the preview environment. Let's visit that preview environment. 500. What? Okay, it's re-triggering the build because I hit the draft button. That's fine. What about this preview? Is it re-triggering? Yeah, it's re-triggering. That's fine. We'll come back in a little bit. So for now, let's run localhost. Oh no, this doesn't work. What did I do? I'm in the wrong folder? Yeah, I'm in the wrong folder. Latterly.io subfolder. npm run dev. Rock and roll, babe. We're rocking and we're rolling. The saying is not rock or roll. Like doing both. Rock and roll. You know what I mean? Let's do both. Okay, so there's no link right now, so I have to manually move to chat. And this is what I expect. Checklist, IDK, bro. So let's add the nav next. And the title is wrong. Okay, so this will be latterly chat. And now I want to add navigation, right? So from the home page, I have perks, blog, community. Let's just add chat up here. Why not? It'll be a top level link. That's fine. Okay, so I'm right clicking on perks so I can identify the location. I think it's in a top nav component if I'm not mistaken. Let me expand my elements viewer. Boop. There's AI in the Chrome too. There's AI everywhere, homie. Okay, so what am I looking for? I'm looking for this perks markup. And yeah, I should be able to look for this, I think. Although I'll be using the Next.js link rather than a pure anchor. Blitz app, not it, not the droids, not the droids. Yeah, it's gonna be one of these. Top nav right, this is the right location. So here, should we make it to the left or to the right of blog? I don't know. Let's do it on the left. No particular reason, just don't want to overthink it. You could move it, I don't care. Ask a designer, it works for me. So now I click this and I go over here. Boom, navigation is solved. All right, and so this is going to be top nav chat link. Push that up. And let's work on, this is where the cursor magic happens. Now that we have this boilerplate in here, I'm going to, what is it, Control K? Yeah, I don't want to do that one. I want to bring up the full Control Shift P, new composer. Here we go. Claude Sonnet, agent mode, ask the agent to do anything. All right. Let's create a LLM chat UI similar in aesthetic to the OpenAI ChatGPT interface, or similar similar user experiences from Google Gemini, Anthropic, and so on. Boom, get to work. Get to work, cursor. This is going to take a minute. The agent is trying to discover where there are chat-related components. The answer is there are not. Hopefully you should be able to detect that I'm using Tailwind. I could have said that explicitly. That's probably a fail on my part. Let me add the package.json. I'm going to reject the suggestion to bring in React icons. I'm going to say notice my package.json and the dependencies that I'm already using. Advise whether React icons is still recommended, or whether we can use some other packages like shadcdn. Shadcn, did I spell that correctly? Let me make sure I spelled that correctly. That could confuse the language model if I spell it wrong. Yeah, shadcn UI. Or Tailwind. Dude, you might be the most knowledgeable coder I've seen. Thank you. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty far up there. Problem is I don't know how to monetize anything, so I mean, I make good money in my day job, but Latterly itself does not sell, which is crazy because it's like all the answers are there. I think I'm a terrible marketer. I think that's the problem. Pretty sure that's the problem. I'm going to start running ads next month, but I want to get this feature in before I start running ads because hopefully it sells. That's the idea, right? Okay, so it wants me to use the Tailwind Forms plugin. Yeah, I can do that. I went to CMU last weekend. There's a guy promoting his AI job tracker that like fast tracks you. I don't know. I don't know his product. I can tell you the ones that I recommend. So if you go to Latterly blog, job boards. Also, you can just ask the chat tool. You can ask it anything. Hey, do you know a good AI job tracker? It should tell you yes. Yep, yeah. Massive and simplify. There you go. So these are the right answers. The AI crushes, dude. Why are people not using it? The AI crushes. Anyway, so the AI tells you, or if you go to the blog, top recommended job boards, and then additional job search tools, okay? So both of these use AI, and I like them. Ladder has everything like damn. Exactly, exactly. How do you develop a chatbot like AI without it being a ChatGPT wrapper? You don't. You don't. Well, you can, but it's not smart. So you want to train a model from scratch? Homie, no, you don't want to do that. Trust me. It's so hard. Training a model from scratch is so difficult. Okay, you want to do that? I'll tell you how to do that. Here's 2 ways to do that. Data science. So one way you do that is you go through the Codecademy Data Science and Machine Learning Specialist career path. It takes you about 90 hours. You can do it in about 4 months part-time, okay? And PyTorch. PyTorch is what you need. And a bunch of other stuff too, but like PyTorch is the big one, okay? So you need to understand SVMs. You want to do a vector autoregression on a token prediction. I'm speaking Spanish to you, dude. Why are we talking about this? Just make a ChatGPT wrapper and don't listen to your like, you know, bro who's like living with you in the dorms. It's like, it's a ChatGPT wrapper. Yeah, it is. Just do that because Gemini has a free tier and it's awesome. Go make a Gemini wrapper. Do it. Every project seems like a ChatGPT wrapper right now. That's okay. They're making billions of dollars. So don't throw shade at them. Z Games says, we use LLMs too for many things they should not be used for. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry that you're using them for things they shouldn't be used for. I think they're useful in many contexts. But yeah, they're not used, like don't use them to solve your math problems, right? I made a vector embedded semantic search recently. That's cool. Hope you use Postgres. Def gonna check out Latterly. Seems like it has everything. Rock on, bro. Look forward to seeing you here. Let's get you a job. Let's get you a job. By the way, in your interview, they're not going to ask you whether or not it's a ChatGPT wrapper. They're not going to not give you an offer because your project is a ChatGPT wrapper. They might give you an offer because you did build a ChatGPT wrapper because a lot of employers are hiring for that. Over on YouTube, Matthias says hi. What up, Matthias? Welcome in. Z Games on Twitch, they are really good for creative stuff, but trying to predict facts with linear algebra is iffy. Oh, it's terrible for that. Yeah, you do not want an LLM to you do not want to use an LLM to do linear regression unless you have tool usage, right? So you can do this and say let's go, look, you can do this. Make a random CSV data set of 100 rows with 3 features. You just need tool usage. That's what you need. Ta-da, good job, good job. Now regress on feature 2 and visualize with Seaborn. Make it look awesome because we don't like janky stuff. Ta-da, look at that. I just did a statistical linear regression with a language model because it has tool usage. Okay, so if you look underneath, we're using other stuff. It's going to be using Seaborn, Matplotlib, of course, you know. You just build projects and you're going to figure out the tools that you need. But also, unless you're applying for like a data scientist role, this doesn't come up during a software engineering role. Like you need to do coding rounds, behavioral interview, maybe sysdesign, definitely the senior level. At the junior level, you don't even need sysdesign. And so you can literally build a portfolio like this and it'll get you an early career role. All right, so the bar for early career and late career, just like totally different universes. Welcome from Germany, says Matthias. Thank you for being here. Welcome. Willkommen. Did I study CS in college? No, I did not. I have a PhD in economics. Thoughts on Claude? Claude's dope. I'm using Claude right now. Did you see the Composer agent is set to use Claude Sonnet? Good questions. Let's try and build some code though, eh? That's what we're here for, right? Okay. So we're using Lucid React instead of React icons. Good. Tailwind. It wants me to use Tailwind form. I'm down, but it needs to tell me what in the current UI would I be using it for. I don't want to just install it unnecessarily. Yeah, I'm using the app router, bro. Review my package.json one more time and notice that I'm using the app router. Fix the implementation accordingly because it currently errors on. Let me get the message. This. And I'm going to trash my terminal because this warning came up, so we're going to do a new one. All right, so it made this client widget. Cool. Now it's going to make the sibling file. Great. In a job setting, do people genuinely use AI like Claude and ChatGPT to assist code? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. The industry is not fully caught up. It's not like 100%. I don't know what the latest statistics are. Could be less than half still. We might still be at less than half. This is an opportunity where you can make a multiplied change in your organization by leading adoption on these tools. So the solution is not to avoid these tools. The solution is to champion adoption. This is the wrong way to import, bro. Claude, what are you doing? See, Claude is getting a bit old. That's the thing. It's trained on these outdated patterns. This is the old way, my boy. Ah, you're right. You know he's about to cook when he says, ah, you're right. Like, I know I'm right. Like, what did you thought that I wasn't right? What are you talking about, dude? Z Games, let's go back over to Twitch for a minute. He says, I'm in the industry for some time. My current client wants a chatbot with AI for a financial product, expecting that RAG will somehow prevent hallucinating. We love our clients, bro. Hey, if they're paying you, just tell them thank you. If they're paying you, tell them thank you. And yeah, we need to coach up and educate our clients. That's part of our job, right? So I'm sorry you're having to deal with that pain. I'm happy to help if you want. Send me a paycheck. I'll drop in for a meeting and school them up. Matthias says, what IDE is this? We're using Cursor. RAG can somewhat attenuate hallucination because you're selecting on a predefined data set. So it doesn't eliminate hallucination, but it can tamp it down. And then it's the augmentation step, right? You got to do your prompt engineering. Prompt engineering is cool, people. A lot of people out there want to talk trash about prompt engineering, but you got to do it. So why is it not able to import properly? Export default client chat. Yeah, because we're doing the default export. That's the reason. Export const. Okay. Now that we have export const, I'm able to import it. Cannot find it. Cannot find it. Client chat. Directory. Yeah. Okay. You happy now? Awesome. Control-Shift-P. Let's sort the imports. Nice. And let's see if it runs now. Whoa, I got caps on. My bad. npm run dev. Yo, I'm kind of sleepy, to be honest with you. Have to go. I like the stream. See ya, see ya. Blaze, hey, what's up, Blaze? I think it's been a while, eh? You're building an LLM using JS? Well, it's TypeScript, but yeah, close enough. Oh, you don't know about this, huh? This is newer. This is newer. Check this out. Vercel AI SDK for TypeScript. I think, I don't know, but I think this is what Theo is using. And yeah, it has TypeScript support. Now, if it bombs, fine, we'll pivot to Python. That's fine. But I want to try to use it. So the answer is yes, I'm going to try to use it. And from what I understand, the Gemini free tier flows through the AI SDK, so I can still get it free up to 1 million tokens a day or whatever. Sorry I'm asking a lot of questions, but do you think React Vite is better than regular? Yes and no. So it's better in some technical ways. You can get better performance. Okay, but also I want you to think backwards from getting the job. I want you to stop being the person who's like what is the problem here? Shiny object syndrome. There's something here. There's a word here, and it's escaping me. Where you're focusing on like the technical details instead of focusing on the job search. So knowing Vite is not going to help you get a job. Let's go to Indeed.com. Let me type in the word React. Okay. Over 10,000 jobs. These people are hiring for someone that knows React. Now let me type in React Vite. Ooh, 3,000. Well, this is AI trainer, AI trainer. Those are not real. Can I remove those? How do I remove those? This might be a problem of the Boolean search. Yeah, that's more like it. So if you skip the AI trainer roles, it's like 100, like almost no one cares. So it's not a good investment of your time, right? Where should you be investing your time? You want to be practicing behavioral round interviews, coding round prep, build those projects like I said. Now, if you're just saying about those 3 projects that you built, you're trying to determine whether you should use React Vite or not, what you should do is be normal. Be normal. You want to use Create React App. How do you build create next app? How do you build a React application? What you do is you do what the React official documentation says, which is use create next app. So let's go to the React docs. React docs, quick start, okay? Installation, creating a React app. And this is what they tell you to do, create next app. What they don't tell you to do is configure Vite. That's not a good use of your time. Make sense? If you want, you could do React Router if you want. It's not the best practice. Next with the app router, this is the best practice. So build your projects with this. Again, if you go to Laterally and if you follow the standard curriculum, this is what it tells you to do already. Remember when I told you I want you to do 3 projects and that 4 and 5 are for people who just like they're itching and burning to build more projects to satisfy curiosity or imposter syndrome anxiety? One of those, you could try out Vite if you want to. And I think it's a really great test runner. It's really nice for running your unit tests. Blaze says, are you multi-streaming? The answer is yes. Wasn't being condescending. This seems cool. Yeah, no, and I didn't take it as condescending. It's abnormal for sure, but I want to try it out. And if it fails, we'll go Python. But I'm deploying in Vercel already, so that's why I thought, well, let's do it Vercel's way, because where am I piping the AI streaming, right? I can pipe it through my own Python server, or it seems like this is going to be a cleaner way to do it. So that's why I'm giving that the first pass, if that makes sense. Conga, thank you for the likes. The games, how hard is the React market? What kind of answer are you looking for? You want like a scale of 1 to 10? Like it's a weird thing to quantify, right? Here are 2 things that are true about the React market. 1, it's not easy. 2, it's easier than doing some other niche like trying to break in with Ember or Angular or something like that. How many jobs do you have to apply? That's a much better question. I recommend between 80 and 100 applications per week at the early career stage. When you start landing interviews, you cut back on the applications because you're making time for interview prep. At the senior plus level, you don't need that many applications. You can do 20, 30, 40 a week, okay? But 80 to 100 at the early career level is necessary because you get a statistical signal on a weekly basis as you A/B test your resume revisions. That's why that's really key. Blaze says, I think focus is the most important thing. Yes, yes, yes. Focus, baby. I love that word. Tell me the F word. Tell me that F word, focus. I love it. If you can understand focus, not only do you have early career in the bag, getting up to senior, you can get up to senior early. You're ready. You're on the path to staff. If you can focus, you're on the path to staff, babe, or wherever you want to go. You want to be an EM, MLE, whatever you want to do. Focus is one of the highest keys is focus. Oh shit, did we build this? This kind of looks like in the realm of what I wanted. So, let's go. I think this was everything I wanted to do in our stream. Okay, so the feature here is client or chat client. It's the chat client, which is called client chat. Yo, does Claude have dyslexia? That's crazy. Beautiful, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we can always improve the UI, right? But this is the main thing that I wanted. I don't like the transparent background. I need to get away from that. Yeah, light mode, dark mode. Let's incorporate light mode, dark mode, and give a solid, let's alter the background so that it is solid white instead of transparent. Add dark mode, which sets the background color to charcoal gray with an E. This is America, and updates text color appropriately. Dark mode is already configured by Tailwind. I was just curious how the React market goes. I'm a C++ and .NET dev, so I don't have much sight on, yeah, all those things. Yeah, I hear you. Dude, if you can get a C++ job, you can get the other job. It's not any harder. I think it's relatively easy. Let's see. We'll check the stats. Oh, you know what? There's more for C++. Look at that. What about .NET? Yeah, so React is a larger market than .NET, but it's not larger than C++. But hear me out on this. Hear me out on this. If you learn React, you are not just targeting React roles. This is another pitfall that I see. Let me give you what people should be searching for. If they go through the Latterly curriculum, you build these 3 to 5 projects like I suggested. I think it's in here. I think I have a prepared Indeed query in here. Yeah. HTML or CSS or JavaScript or TypeScript or SQL or React, Vue, Angular, okay? 98K, wow. That's down. It was over 100. It was 6 digits. Ooh, February's a down month, eh? Bummer. But still, this is the market that you're targeting, not just React. From the employer perspective, if you understand React, you can learn another web framework, and employers are right about this. Employers are right about this, so that you can apply for an Angular role or a Vue role. Maybe I should say or Next.js. I guess I got some false positives on the Next.js thing. It didn't make a difference anyway, whatever. So yeah, this is the actual market that we're going after when we're becoming a full stack developer. Do you have a schedule for your stream? No, I don't. I wish I did. I'm a staff engineer. I'm a busy dude, right? I'm going to Hawaii next week as well. I also have 2 kids. Like, I'm a busy dude. And the ROI is not there for me because when I stream, what do? I get 5 followers. It's just not worth it. So I stream when I have time. But as Latterly picks up steam, we can change that in the future. And I A/B tested. I tried doing a regular schedule for a while. It made a significant but small difference. So like instead of picking up 5 followers a stream, I'm picking up like 6, 7, 8. Like, okay, signal is there, but it's like statistically significant but not economically important. You feel me? Is the color toggle good? I'm going to go with it. I'm going to keep it. I like it. We're going to keep that color toggle. Let me know if you feel strongly, chat. I feel good about it. So this is style, support dark mode. And we got rid of the transparent, right? Yeah, good. That was the main goal. What's your strategy around streaming, marketing, etc.? Such a good question. And the answer is I use a brute force method with leverage. So you can go to my YouTube, all the good stuff on my YouTube. And what do we search for this time? We will search for social media. Oh, actually, there's a blog article for this as well. Social networking. It's under the long run strategy. Let me use my AI. Give me an article from the blog on social media strategy and post frequency. YouTube videos are welcome also. Yep, this is all true. So it's giving the actual rules instead of the links. This is the one. Content creation for career acceleration. This is the one. So this is my social media strategy. And I use a few tools. I use like Opus Clips and Repurpose.io. And so I stream, and then I save the stream, and then I use AI to automatically cut it up into clips, and then those clips go to all the social media channels. So I get this big multiplier effect. So like here, we're at about the 50-minute mark. I'm going to stream for an hour, hour and a half, and that's going to produce days of content with just an hour, hour and a half a week. And that's the strategy here. Another big one is Brand Ghost. So check out Latterly Perks, and you can get discounts on a bunch of these tools like Brand Ghost. I'm streaming, by the way. 10% off with that discount code. Okay, let's get back into some code, eh? So this is a placeholder response. So let's go look at the client chat now. So now we have this client component, actually a client component series. So I'd like to incorporate the AI Vercel SDK. Let's see if it knows what that means. I'd now like to incorporate the AI Vercel SDK. Do you know about this? Search the web and clearly say, I don't know, if you are unaware and cannot search the web for updated info. All right, it's telling me it's aware. Let's do it. It's trying to use PowerShell. That's the problem. So Composer on Windows, it's going to reach for PowerShell, and we don't like that. So I'm going to run this myself. I'll run the install command in git bash. Don't worry about PowerShell. I want to use Gemini via the AI Vercel SDK. Is OpenAI still the right library to install? Abel, welcome in. Abel says, I finished ads listing Mern app. I hope to monetize it in 10 years. Hey, good luck, man. Power to you. Blaze says, which AI chat are you using? We are using Cursor Composer with Claude Sonnet 3.5 in agent mode. Well, it's trying to run this again, even though I told it not to. Bruh, you be dumb, homie. Bro, I just told you not to use PowerShell. Okay, so Control C, Control V, enter. Anyway, those deps are now installed. So wire up the code, please. And let me know what var name I should use for my Gemini API key. He says, my bad. Can the links from earlier be shared in chat? Okay. Well, the easiest thing for you to do is just to go to Latterly and use the AI tool, right? But let me see if I can throw these in chat. So there's perks. What did we even talk about? The content. Yeah, this one. You want this one too?
It's somewhere in that range, and you're doing.
Those are the main ones, right? And then the Latterly blog. Oh, here's the at least 10 networking tips. So here's the long-term networking, more social media strategy over there. Hope that helps. Gentleman caller, I clicked on a phishing link today. Awesome. Do you still have a job? Was it at work or not? Okay, so I need the Google API key. I'm going to do this off screen, obviously, you know, because I'm not trying to get hacked by y'all. Let me take cursor off screen. And in another browser tab, I'm opening the Google Gemini API. And I'm going to create a new key. I can show y'all, I think, how to do this, right? So I'm going to go over here, get a Gemini API key in Google Studio. Okay, cool. We go over here. This is the place you want to go. We're going to create a new one. And here I'll say laterally. We'll use this one, and then I'm just going to click that button, but I'm going to take it off screen. Okay. Now I have that set in my .env. And cool. And so now back on the screen. Oh no, I just shared my API key. Just kidding. That's the env template file. So that's just a placeholder value. Okay. I'm staging those. I think we're good to go. I think we're good to go. Let's see if it works. Someone else recommended Cursor to me. Yeah, I recommend it too. It's great. They tricked me and pretended to be a recruiter. Oh, that's rough, homie. Should have been using the Laterally recommended job boards. Oh, by the way, Laterally has a job opportunities Slack channel on the Discord server. So join the Discord server. You can join for free. And you get some job opportunities over there. Also, you may already know this, but I'll just mention it. You can make a public portfolio at Laterally. and then I send this list to recruiters like all the time. So you can mark yourself as open to work and you can get some inbound recruiter requests that way for free. Okay, so we'll see if this works. No, on a real note, I'm sorry to hear that. That kind of sucks. And if there's anything I can do to help, let me know. All right, so what do we got going on here? Do I got some errors? How much wood does that bird chuck? Nope. Okay, this is a failed call. Yep, 500. When you fail a call to Gemini, it just prints an empty response, which I don't like. API key invalid, they say. Okay, so here's feat init Gemini integration. I think the issue is going to be that I'm not flowing through Vercel at the moment. Speaking of Discord, is it cool if I share your stream in my Discord? Absolutely, yes. Absolutely. Thanks for sharing. API key is invalid. Do I need the next public prefix? No. We should be going a server component. Yeah, we should be working on the server. Use chat is deprecated. Also, we need to make sure to set, like, where's this thing set? Let me go to my exclude before I search this .env. Okay. And so we're setting it over here in, yeah, this is all messed up. That's the problem. Okay, so it's not aware of the latest shape of the AI SDK. I guess when Claude Sonnet was trained, it's like an old version. I might need to switch over to 4.0 because the Sonnet model doesn't have, it can't access the web and get latest information. See, we're dancing around with multiple AI tools, and this is part of being an engineer these days. Does the, what models within Cursor IDE support web search? Ooh, here we go. Hey, try accessing web now when I do this. Web tool. Can you see updated info on the AI SDK with Vercel? Does it change our implementation? It's still generating, so I'm going to wait before I submit that. Also need to update my env.js. Okay, it's updating it for me. Here we go. Yep, Google API key. Google AI API key. So did it rename? Nope, that's what it was already called. Okay. It is still generating. Have you heard of the Smart Coders Discord group? No, I have not. They're basically leak code grinders. That's cool. Power to them. We love our leak code. Yeah, let me know if I should drop by. I don't know if you're like recommending that or something. I'm going to go ahead and stop it. It's going through that file chunk by chunk, which is going to take too long. And now it can search the web. Cool, there you go. All right, so Claude Sonnet can search the web. I just need to specify the web tool. It wants to go back into the file. Nope. And I can probably help by providing a better web reference. I've seen in GitHub issues. Okay, there you go. We don't need to use chat though. Ooh, there it is. Get generative model. That's what I like to see. It's going for pro. That's not what I expect. That's okay. I can tweak it myself. Next.js serverless functions. This is something I can use instead of a traditional backend. Yup, you sure can. There's trade-offs, right? It's not like a free lunch. So if you have any long-lived process like a socket server, you want to think twice about that. So there's trade-offs, but you can use it. And it's cost efficient in some scenarios as well. Dude, it's still, I still see. Just for blog, I'll still need a database, right? You don't need a database, so I use Markdown for the blog articles. You can just maintain them in version control as Markdown articles. But yeah, you can also use a database. That's good too. Depends what you want to do. So there's trade-offs. We're engineers. We think about the trade-offs. If you use Markdown version control for your blog articles, that means that you need a new code commit and deployment to update your publicly visible articles, right? That's the trade-off. But the benefit is that the implementation is simpler. And you get Markdown for free, Markdown syntax support, which is nice. If you have a database, you can have like an admin UI where you can go like post an article without a code deployment. But now you're opening up a security vector because what if someone hacks that? So it's trade-offs. And then there's the cost concerns as well. I want to build a content publisher like BuzzFeed. Oh, you need a database for that, homie, for sure. You need a database for that for sure. Is Latterly meant for people like that? It's not the main audience, but yeah, LeetCode grinders are welcome. Latterly has its own approach to LeetCode. It's the Latterly LeetCode Kata. You can check it out on the blog. They might be interested in this, right? So building to the 690, which is like a meme set, and it's not defined yet, but they can help me define the 690. They might think that's fun, maybe. Did it make a whole new file here? React.tsx. Oh no, this is the existing file. Okay. Nice. Root. Yeah, okay. We added the chat router. Nice move, homie. That's what I like to see. Chat router. Okay. And yeah, okay. I thought it did this already with the route thing, but that's my mistake. Good. This looks better. I don't want to default to Gemini Pro though. Yeah, Gemini 1.5 Flash. Cool. All right, let's see if this works now. What's your name? Nope, we're not getting a result. So the feature here is use TRPC. Excuse me. What does the network reveal? Subscriptions are unsupported here. When I prompt in client chat now, I get an error. We need to set up WebSockets. Ooh, ouch, ouch, ouch. I don't expect this. I was trying to avoid this. Those markdown files would just be saving on front end and loaded when the site loads, right? No, no, no. Build time. You build them. They're super fast. They're faster than a database call. You build them at compile time into flat files. Does that make sense? Go use Laterally. It's not slow, dude. I'm not slow. Look at my page speed insights, homie. I'm 99. You wish you were as fast as me, dude. We're not slow over here. What if I stored data as JSON on front end and read from that? Would it make it slow for blog? No, I mean, that's not a good architecture, but there's nothing intrinsic to JSON that would make it slow. No. The problem is if you're doing a BuzzFeed-like site and if you have like multiple authors and it's your information architecture, which is going to be your latency bottleneck. It's not going to be the fact that you're using JSON. Is loading to is pending? Like, come on, that doesn't really matter. Now we have a simpler implementation. Use TRPC mutation, good. Works with serverless functions, good. We're not getting token by token streaming anymore. Yeah, I do want token by token streaming. Yes, I do want token by token. Let's just see if it works. Dude, this is not good. Okay, I might need to code it by hand instead of relying on cursor. It's getting confused. Let's fix existing issues before continuing to that discussion. I guess I'm confused how you have the markdown. You use markdown as data and then read it as JSON. Yeah, it involves parsing at build time. It's open source. You can go see the Laterally blog how we do it. So I'll show you the blog quickly. App, blog. So you can see the markdown files here. And then here is the page file. And we use static props. Right? So this is what does all the magic right here. Await get blog post. So this parses it and transforms it into something you can render. So we load in the file and then we parse it. And there's libraries that do a bunch of this work. So I need to use Next.js for this. I'm not saying you need to, I'm just saying that's how I do it. No, you can parse markdown files using another framework if you want to. That's just how I do it. I'm just doing React Vite. That's fine. I mean, Mdast, Gray Matter, Remark, these libraries are portable to React Vite if you want. The hard part for you is going to be the compile time static build. That's what Next is good at, right? Blaze on Twitch. Speaking of slow, when you gave the marketing strategy, I didn't understand what you said. You mentioned an AI bot and other things, but I genuinely didn't understand. That's because I didn't explain it. I didn't get into it. I just showed you where you can find out more. I'm just going to point you right back to the same article. At least 10 networking tips. So just read this article and go through the related links. And that'll give you the low-level details of the strategy. I'm not going to do the whole thing right now. It would take me like at least an hour. No, let's go. Yo, dude. We got Gemini. I'm wrapping the stream before I screw something up. Quit while you're ahead.